password is too short. Oh no! I mean, these are the days when you get to know the difference between a computer and a man. Really, computer don't need anger to get blue in the face. Oh no. It has crashed. Completely gone with the Windows. But fortunately for these cases, we do have IT support. It's those people who help wherever they can, as long as you don't expect them to be nice. I've always wanted to become part of IT support. At first I was impressed. I thought they would be really cool guys. I was impressed that they always treat you a little bit like you were calling from the past. What did you say is the current version of your web browser? 3.4.5.1? I mean, 4 days ago, 3.4.5.2 was launched. So would you carefully decide on a soon upgrade to the current software version, or would you also eat the month-old sausage? And then I thought that they'd be really cool with women. Maybe you know better, but anyway. I thought it at that time. So, like here, yeah, new staff member is calling a lady saying she needs a systems ID. The IT superhero is taking care of her. No worries, it's Boris. I'll get you off. The IT systems ID is automatically generated by the systems. All we need for you from input is your age, color of your hair, body measurements, and your marriage status. If the data sounds promising, the IT superhero switches over to chat mode. Honey pie! Your systems ID will be ready by noon. And as this seems to be a really urgent matter, I better take care of it personally. So, are you able to lunch? Are you able to go? Well, let's go to lunch. Well, and at the end of the lunch break, the IT superhero says goodbye to his new sweetheart with the words, "So, think about tonight, sweet mousy. I've got a really exquisite mouse bed at home. And though I'm normally not the kind of guy who's into one-night stands for you, I could make an exception." But I mean, you know it. In reality, they are totally different IT freaks. Yeah? I mean, they have the charisma and the aura of a, let's say, Ninja Turtle action figure. If you say to one of them, "Hey, you're sitting behind the computer," in front of the computer is it in English? "You're sitting in front of the computer the whole day long. Don't you want to have a taste of real life?" He will most probably answer, "Sure. Where can I download it?" That's the way they like it. Hiding behind their monitors from the three biggest enemies of IT support: sun, fresh air, and the horrible shouting of the birds. And that's why they run around the whole day long with this intensive screen suntan, which differs from the paleness of a dead body only because of the red ears. And I mean, with ears like that, you won't pick up any girl. But no doubt, with the IT experts, lots of things have come into the world which we all are using every day. Let's say, for example, the internet. I mean, we are the librarians, you can't deceive us easily. Yeah, we have seen the microfiche come and go. We have experienced the death of the card catalog. So, who is going to guarantee that the internet will stay? although it looks a little bit like it at the moment. Well, search engines are important on the internet, but maybe you don't need the plural at this point. Google is important on the internet. So what have been the 3 most common search terms on Google in 2010? And that's now really true. I mean, everything I tell you is really true, but this is especially true. So, the 3 most common search terms on Google, anybody knows? So the first one is YouTube. Well, television without ads, that sounds really perfect. The second one was Facebook. Well, obviously people are fond of losing faces. And the third most common search term on Google 2010 was weather. It looks like most people are simply too lazy to get up from the computer, put away the curtains, and have a look at what is going on outside. Well, there has been a lot of talk about libraries during the IGeLU meeting, about the changes in libraries. I've been attending conferences like this for almost 20 years, and for almost 20 years, everybody has kept talking about the future of libraries. Why is it always the future? I mean, is there nothing interesting happening in the present? It's a little bit like going out for a drink and speaking the whole evening about how bad tomorrow morning will be. Everybody talking about the changes in libraries, nothing will stay the same. I mean, what has stayed the same during the last 20 years have been the presentation titles. They're all starting with quo vadis, which is Latin and means where do you go? Where do we go in cataloging? Where do we go in acquisitions? Where do we go for lunch? I'm happy that there has not been too much verbiage, or maybe there has, I don't know, about this during IGeLU meeting, because I think you can sum up the whole thing into just one sentence. It's difficult to make predictions, especially about the future. But Ex Libris doesn't know this. That's the reason why they don't make predictions, they just make proposals. So what are the hot topics nowadays in libraries? Maybe let's start with the everlasting but unsatisfying love of every librarian, which is, I want to hear this from you, cataloging. True. Cataloging. Let's talk about cataloging. I'm amazed that there is so much talking about rules over there. Because following my observation, there are only 2 different rules in cataloging. First one, never miss a coffee break. True. Second one, never accept a bibliographic record which has been made by any other cataloger. So yeah, there are so many different programs, and we try to bring together those different rules, like ARCR2, RAC, now coming up RDA, and complement all these different standards, Mark 21, Unimark, even MAP, XML. Yet I'm sure, if we eventually manage to bring together all those different rules and standards into just one worldwide system of rules in about 27 years from today, this will be exactly the time when we are discovered by the Martians and need to harmonize with those extraterrestrial rules for another 50 years. But speaking about cataloging, maybe everything will get much simpler, we do not know. I have a dream that one day this world will stand up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We don't need so many elements of metadata. I have a dream that one day there will be no longer a distinction between third and fourth author, I have a dream that one day we will all be able to manage to simplify things when there will only be 3 data elements: creator, title, and ALMA identification number.